He is recognized for 4 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I rise today in support of the Path to Prosperity budget. Every day, millions of Americans are competing in a race with an economy that asks us to accept a new normal, an anemic growth, an Obama economy. I was recently in a high school speaking of the challenge that America had, and a student asked me a question about it. I asked him, did he play a sport? He happened to be on the swim team. So I said, let me give you an analogy of America competing worldwide by a swim meet. Picture America in a swim competition with every other country. Many times at the early years after the 80s, we'd jump into the pool, we'd swim, and we'd win. We'd hang those championship banners up. But in this new Obama economy, things changed. A stimulus spending. Well, that meant we had to add a weight belt, about 20 pounds. Then the tax increases came. We had to add more weight. Onslaught of regulation. Pretty soon you're up to 100 pounds. You know what? We jump in that pool, we don't always win. And nobody says take the weight belt off. They just say, you just don't swim like you used to. You just don't swim like you used to. Think about it. Since the recession, part-time employment has increased at the expense of full-time. 90 million Americans are out of the workforce altogether. 46 million live in poverty. You know, the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, now says the new natural rate for unemployment is 6%. That means 11 million Americans not working is somehow natural in America. That's what a weight belt will do for you. It will drown you. But today's different. Today we're going to unshackle. We're going to take that weight belt off. We have a budget that creates a tax code that is simpler and fairer. One that lets you keep more money in your pocket and lets you invest differently. One that balances, takes away that debt of the weight belt. One that unshackles the energy. More jobs, cheaper fuel, more manufacturing jobs to be able to grow. We strengthen Medicare and Medicaid, so we take care of the current and the future. We plan to swim for years and compete for years in the future. I tell you today, there are two different directions. You can stay with this anemic growth, or you could jump into a pool with a future brighter than we've seen before, and one that we know that will hang a new banner of championships, that America will rise once again with the prosperity of a balanced budget, one that will take us into a future of strength. I yield back.
Gentleman yields back his